10 years ago, I was working at Macy's at the department stores for 3 years behind the counter. And, I never dreamed that one day I will be selling my own brands to to the company that I worked for. It finally has arrived. Treasure. My friends, this is a real treasure box. Don't look that it looks a little bit junk, but inside is a real treasure. We received today our first batch of the hair oils formulation that we're going to test and check them together. Well, my situation, since I've been selling hair oils over 15 years, just arrived to the United States 15 years ago. I began to sell hair oils. I remember I've been selling them at the mall. Argan oil still has this smell in my nose. So basically, I don't need to go to any third-party testing facilities to check if it's the real oil and what kind of oil. I can recognize the oils, hair oils and essential oils, by simply smelling that. So these are oils that we are going to produce under our own brand, my brand, New Tag. And this is the first batch of formulation. Well, let's pray that we don't need that the formula will be good enough, and we don't need to make a second batch because our time frame is very short. I already received pre-orders, so this is hopefully our final confirmation, first and final. We're going to make 3 styles of the hair oils. It will be Batana, Rosemary, and Biotin. I receive only 2, Batana and Rosemary. What is Biotin? It will be not so complicated because it's just the chemical formulation that the chemist has to make. But for me, the main concern when I approach to manufacturer that I'm working with, my concern is to keep the quality. We need to reduce the price to make it profitable for my business and for department stores. So we had to save couple cents. It's not couple, but still, when you work with big boxes, couple cent, it's a lot of money. Trust me. In this situation, I cannot say exactly how much cent we had to save, but it's a big game. But my biggest request is to keep 100% oil and the quality. So, of course, there are so many oils if you go out to China and Alibaba. But trust me, it's not so easy to find something good and with the highest quality, pure, organic, natural. So, because all this benefits, we're gonna claim on the packaging, and I never claim anything which is not true. So for those who is interested in customized formulation, this video is for you. How you can actually save the margin by twisting a little bit of formula. I took an existing product. I don't have a sample, but I took an existing Batana oil, 100% of Batana oil that I already currently selling at the store, and I come up with another offer. So let's to the buyers, and I told them, hey, how about we're gonna save this percent in margin, in markup, so we can, so you can buy and we can make budget formulation, but the quality will stay the same. So, and we come up with a great idea. So what we did, we are kept 90% of the original batana oil and rosemary oil, and the 10% we twisted with a grapes seed oil, which is still great. By the way, grapes, it's a ingredient of resveratrol. It actually is taken from grapes. Everybody knows that resveratrol has amazing benefits for skin, for hair, for everything. So, and now we're going to test together. I'm going to test it texture and smell to make sure that the quality of the product, of the formula, didn't go away. So we're first going to test batana. I had to cover information, but it says 10% twist of the formula with a grape seed. First of all, I am testing for its smell. Oh my God. Wow. Oh yes. Oh yes, baby. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to also compare the quality and the smell of the current batana oil from the same manufacturer that we do. So let me first of all why I feel this why I find this even stronger. Well, it smells flowery indeed, and it smells so I can feel this nuts, batana nuts, like the plant itself. But that for me even more concentrated, which is good news. We're not gonna say it to the manufacturer. Okay, so now we're gonna test the the formula itself. This is the original one. This is how usually I test on the other side of the hand. You never want to test it here because it penetrates inside of the skin. So here it's the best place to test anything you like: fragrances, cream, oils. And if you test, if you want to test something on your face, you always want to test on the neck skin, because you also can check the reaction, the allergic reaction. Okay, and we are going to, okay, I'm going to use my fingers. It's still not going to go to the retail. Okay, so what we have, let me see. That's actually completely the same, but mine, this formula is actually more concentrated. This is great news, because when you twist a formula, it can lose you know, not the benefits is benefits, but it can feel a little bit watery, or you know, the smell can goes away at all, or can have a completely funky smell. That's why it's very important to keep the original smell. Because when you buy argan oil, except the biotin, because biotin it's a customized formulation anyway, but when you buy a pure oil, trust me, none of the oils, no, I'm gonna say opposite. So all the oils, argan, biotin, argan, rosemary, batana, what else is there? Pomegranate, rosehip, they all must have their own smell. If you have oil collection that they all smell the same, I'm sorry to tell you, but you've been scammed. This formula been placed, for example, they used sunflower seed or castor oil seed because it's cheaper production, and they claim whatever they want on the packaging. Sorry, but that's true. But if you have collection of different type of oils, check your table, bathroom, wherever you keep your cosmetic products, they must smell different, okay? Or at least, like if it's two Batana, at least they have to be very, very close to each other, but yet it has to be claimed on the packaging. Oh my God. Oh my, now, once I believe it's been penetrated a little bit, completely the same smell. So what I think, I don't know, but my formula, it's actually pure and concentrated. Maybe because I just received that, maybe because it was made manually, you know, it's like, it's exactly the same thing that you buy small fragrances. Why I also recommend to buy only 50 ml, no more, no 100, no 150, no. A small fragrances, especially when it's expensive one, because it's more concentrated, and it also stay in the bottle more concentrated, because the more oxygen you add to any formula, the smell unfortunately goes away, especially when no alcohol is involved. Well, this has obviously been approved. Check. So we have a next batch formula that we're going to test. It will be rosemary oil. I have a product that a sample, original sample, that it's 100% rosemary. I already opened, and I want to tell you that I wish I would open in front of a camera, but here's the thing about rosemary. Except that it has great benefits for skin, for hair, for wellness, it smells. That's why rosemary is used in a lot of places, for like spa, for example. It's used for essential oils. It's been on the market for many, many years, and I think it still will stays on the market. It's for those who is interested in producing and retail, who has like beauty business. So rosemary, definitely something that highly recommended, will never go away for now until something else will be invented. But because the scent itself, it's very nice. It doesn't give any headache, or you can't get tired of it. It's enough, and it also fills you sense of relaxing, vacation, rest, luxury. I would even add that. So that's why even if you open the package, even if you didn't open the package, you already can feel the smell rosemary. So make sure this is for business owners and for the customers. If you buy rosemary, if it doesn't smell like rosemary, it is not rosemary. Okay, so well, again, I already could feel once I opened that. I know how rosemary smells. For me, it's a main concern. And let's make sure that I take a sample of the rosemary. Before even testing that, like I said, since I tested so many oils already in my career life, I can tell you rosemary, it's a little bit watery. It's 100%, but it's a water. Now we're gonna try. Now we're gonna try the formula, which is 90% rosemary oil mixed with a 10% grape seeds oil. Oh my God, this is amazing. Guys, this is amazing. Why I always feel this one, it's more concentrated. Like it feels like the samples are more concentrated. My God. Guys, bravo. 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 Yeah, it's more concentrated, it feels for me, even though it's a little even watery. And I know it has to be watery, but I could see the sample I'm going to try in my second hand. That sample, yeah, you see how it's you see how it's watery? Yeah, this is rosemary. And I know it's 100%. Maybe the technique is different because it's like a very, very gentle serum for the face. Now let's try the original formula. You see, this is how I know. Look, you see how it's watery? Because if it's would be like, for example, just giving you example like castor oil, that would be like, it will be the texture will be a little bit thicker, similar to olive oil, but rosemary it's more watery. Rosemary and I think, which one is more watery? I think argan oil or rosehip, one of them too. Yeah. Based on the texture, already can see how different. But you see, what is the beauty about when you use 100% oil? You see how the the skin, it's not greasy. This is the beauty of the oil. A lot of people, they are concerned putting oil on the face and body, but if you use 100% natural oil texture, you have nothing to worry. It's not gonna do any damage to your skin. Opposite, it actually goes inside of your skin, and you could feel like the, oh my God, I love rosemary. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just give me that that feeling that I'm in the spa. I'm the person who loves to go to good places like spa, luxury spa. I'm not stingy to spend money for good vacation, spa, clinics and places. Because we work so hard, we have to reward ourselves, right? But that smell of rosemary, it brings me back to of sense of vacation and resting and enjoyable time. Oh my God. And listen, the texture, this is why rosemary can use for face and body. I'm making only oil collection, so rosemary can use for hair, face and body. Batana I highly recommend to use for hair, but this is the whole difference. Oh my God, if you could feel my hand, how soft it is, and smell. Oh my God, it feels like I'm in somewhere in the island doing massage. Oh. But overall, let's recap. I'm very happy about the results. I'm very happy that I will be able to approve the samples from the first round of batch, so we don't need to remake them. Very happy of the idea mixing, adding grapes seed to the formula. Originally, I thought to add to to do blend of castor oil, because castor oil also have great benefits for hair growth, but I was very surprised. Grape seed did their job. I'm very excited as well. The next step, it will be confirming design and packaging. I already expediting process, so I don't need to be the samples to be shipped. For me, it's enough to approve by photos and video, especially that I work with this factory for many years, so I totally trust them. Preparing the paperwork, MSDS, and submitting formulation. I don't need to take the samples to third party testing. It's pure for me, and clear. consider the hardest, the most challenging step is behind, and I'm very happy that we were able to expedite it because, like I mentioned, I have already pre-orders for Macy's. I'm very excited. Sorry, I just got very emotional about it. It's just because 10 years ago, I was working at Macy's at the department stores for 3 years behind the counter. And when I never dreamed that one day I will be selling my own brands to the company that I worked for. So I'm very excited. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave your comments, questions, anything that you are interested. I will be happy to answer all your questions. Like the video. I'm not good with social media. I'm sorry. I'm behind the counter. Oh, I'm behind the counter. I'm behind the scene, backstage. But please subscribe. It helps not just me. It helps everyone to to build a business for business owners that just started, that already having business, but they feel that they stuck because time goes, we moving forward along with the time. A lot of things been changed now. Today it's changing so fast. So if we all can share ideas, we also can help each other to grow together. I always say pie is enough for everyone. And for me, it's important, the honesty, quality, and professionalism. So if I can help and share my expertise over 10 years with you guys, that will also help you to get into the stores, to get into online, to make your own brand, to make your own product. I will be just happy for you. So thank you so much for watching, and see you next video. Bye bye.